And this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is what ended her. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I'm Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to view my content. Make sure you are following me on all the platforms you see above and below. And also, make sure you hit that thumbs up so that this content can consistently be recommended to you and it can push this content out in the YouTube algorithm. I would really appreciate if you guys did that. Also, double check and make sure that you still are subscribed to the channel because people are being unsubscribed to the channel. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another video, episode 2 of Kamala Harris's Fox News interview, where this particular matter what she's going to be talking about will be addressed. And man, I'm telling y'all right now, shout out to my guy Benny Johnson, sent a small clip of this right here, and I'm definitely going to get into and analyze it. For those of you that don't like pausing, go to Fox News on YouTube. Shout out to Fox News. Watch this in its entirety on your own because I'm going to be pausing, okay? Just to let you know. So let's get ready to get into this, folks, because this is awesome. Check this out.
A lot about those plans in recent days. Your campaign slogan is a new way forward, and it's time to turn the page. You've been vice president for 3.5 years. So what are you turning the page from?
Well, first of all, turning the page from the last decade in which we've been burdened with the kind of rhetoric coming from Donald Trump that has been designed and implemented to divide our country and have Americans literally point fingers at each other.
Let me ask y'all something. For like, let's say 2 decades. For the past 2 decades, can y'all tell me what party has been in power? She said decade. Trump only had 8 of those. So before Trump, who was there? So does that include Barack Obama? Trump was only there for 4 years. Did I misspeak? Oh my God, I'm getting Joe Biden encephalopathy, y'all. Yeah, Trump was there for 4 years. She said the last decade. So which decade? When you say last decade, Trump is 4. You guys are coming up on 4. That makes 8. Before Trump, there was Barack Obama. So you're saying with Trump 4 years, you guys 4 years, Barack Obama 2 years. Trump only accounts for 4 of those years. And you said for the last decade. So thank you. You saying the Democrats screwed it up, huh? Is that what you're saying? And anyway, turning the page from, she's been in power with Joe Biden, with President Joe Biden for the past 3.5 years. What are we talking about?
Rhetoric and an approach to leadership that suggests that the strength of a leader is based on who you beat down instead of what we all know. The strength of leadership is based on who you lift up. The strength of an American president, which is one who understands that the vast majority of us have more in common than what separates us.
Madam Vice President, more than 70% of people
that is
tell
about
pollsters,
turning the page on rhetoric that people are frankly exhausted of, Brett.
More than 70%.
Again, let me reiterate this. She said turn the page on what has been pretty much, in her words, paraphrasing here, in her words, that has been a detriment to this country for the past decade. Trump 4 of those years, her and Joe Biden 4 of those years, Barack Obama 2 of those years.
Some people tell the country is on the wrong track. They say the country is on the wrong track.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's just say, because I didn't participate in this survey. But if this right here, ooh, I did not know it was showing like that. Give me a second here. I want y'all to see this whole thing. But if this is not showing, if this is not showing all Americans, but whoever these people are that voted, this is most America, I guess. I wasn't part of it, but 79% are saying that we are on the wrong track. I want to see how she get out of this one.
If it's on the wrong track, that track follows 3.5 years of you being vice president and President Biden being president.
Uh-oh, she's malfunctioning. Look at her eyes.
That is what they're saying, 79% of them. Why are they saying that? If you're turning the page, you've been in office for 3.5 years.
And Donald Trump has been...
Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh. Oh. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. What? I told y'all. the father instincts in me kick in. Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all haven't heard me tell this story, let me tell y'all something. Yeah, I'm going to tell y'all this story. When my son, the one I call Boy, you know why I call him Boy because he's a boy times two. When he was little, my number one thing is he's a wild child. Boy, when you go out there, what are you not going to do? I'm not going to pick up no rocks and throw them. Okay, go outside and play, all right? Be safe. Next thing I know, glass break in my man cave area downstairs. A rock through the window. I go out there and I see all the kids. And my son's sitting there. You threw that rock. That's what I said. You threw that rock, didn't you? Come here. I wasn't the only one throwing rocks. They were throwing. Come here, Daddy. But no, they were throwing rocks. I don't care what your friends were doing. What did I tell you to do? You sat there and told me that you knew that when you went outside, you were not going to throw rocks, and you went out there and you did it anyway. Come here, it's on. You about to get it. But nope. What I'm saying that for, ladies and gentlemen, classic of what Kamala Harris did right there. They're saying that the country is going in the wrong direction under you and Joe Biden. What do you have to say about that being, this is your term, this is under you and Joe Biden's administration? Trump, there it is. Oh, that's why I can't. They won't let me do interviews like this. I'll reel it in real quick. She can do all her and doing this and all that. No, we're not going to do all that. We talking about you right now. Classic.
Office for 3.5 years.
And Donald Trump has been running for office.
But you've been the person holding the office.
Come on.
Madam Vice President.
You and I both know what I'm talking about. You and I both know what I'm talking about.
I actually don't. What are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is that over the last decade,
but
people have become.
Of power.
But listen, over the last decade.
I'm sorry. I got to see this again. Then she look, oh my God, you know what I'm talking about. Come on, don't act like you know what he like. Actually, I don't know what you're talking about. What are we doing right here?
That if you're turning the page, you've been in office for 3.5 years.
And Donald Trump has been running for office.
But you've been the person.
I love that. She knew she was through. Dude delivered the Mike Tyson punch right there. And Donald Trump has been running for office. Oh, I got to see it one more time, y'all. I promise this is the last time, I think.
3.5 years.
And Donald Trump has been running for office.
Y'all, one thing when I was going through med school, you know what they told us to do? We have to do this portion of like a rotation where we have to deal specifically with possible, abuse, child abuse, domestic violence. Whenever the person who was considered to be the suspect would get questioned, they told us to watch for certain cues. Sir, ma'am, did you strike your child with the bat? Well, what makes you think I would do something like that? Y'all notice what I did? What makes you think I would do something like that? So you hit them. What do you mean that I hit him? You think that I would hit my child? Head motion. Look what she's doing. You see what I'm saying? Did you throw that? Oh my God. You see the head motion here? Yeah. She's saying no, but her mouth is saying something else. I said I wasn't going to pause it then. I'm sorry, y'all. This just.
3.5 years.
Look.
And Donald Trump has been running for office.
Her own body telling her she lying. No.
But you've been the person holding the office.
Come on.
Madam Vice President.
You and I both know what I'm talking about. You and I both know what I'm talking about.
I actually don't. What are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is that over the last decade, people have become. But listen. Over the last decade, it is clear to me, and certainly the Republicans who are on stage with me, the former chief of staff to the president, Donald Trump, former defense secretaries, national security advisor, and his vice president. One, that he is unfit to serve, that he is unstable, that he is dangerous, and that people are exhausted.
We're talking about you. I'm sorry, y'all. You see what I'm saying? See how the daddy instincts kick in? I'm not hearing nothing this woman is saying. I'm not hearing anything this woman is saying because she's deflecting the attention and the accountability off of herself. All you Americans that took that survey, all 79% of you that took that survey and said that this country is going in the wrong direction at this time under this administration, look what she just said to y'all. That ain't us. See what I told y'all what my son did? Do y'all understand what I'm saying to y'all now? Do y'all get it? My son, when he threw that rock and I'm getting ready to get on him, look what he did. Oh, everybody else was throwing rock. Look what she did. It's just the Trump and the last 10 years. And you. Oh, I would love to do something like this. I'm sorry, y'all.
Exhausted with someone who
then she's trying to get off.
Dangerous, and that people are exhausted with someone who professes to be a leader who spends full time demeaning and engaging in personal grievances and it being about him instead of the American people. People are tired of that.
If that's the case, why is half the country supporting him? Why is he beating you in a lot of swing states? Why, if he's as bad as you say, that half of this country is now supporting this person who could be the 47th president of the United States? Why is that happening?
This is an election for president of the United States. It's not supposed to be easy.
I know, but
it's not supposed to be. It is not supposed to be a cakewalk for anyone.
So are they misguided, the 50%? Are they stupid? What is it?
I would never say that about the American people. And in fact, if you listen to Donald Trump, if you watch any of his rallies, he's the one who tends to demean and belittle and diminish the American people. He's the one who talks about an enemy within, an enemy within, talking about the American people.
No. The enemy within is you and Joe Biden's policy that allowed all these illegals, all these terrorists to come into our country. Let's not forget when they ran the numbers and showed, I'm jacking the numbers up, so don't quote this, but go look it up on some of my other videos I did. They let in like 13,000 previously convicted sexual assaulters and like 15,000 some other type of criminals that have been in this country. Let alone, don't forget, I know I'm getting excited. Don't believe me on this. Go and look up the fact that they got somebody right now who was planning to do a terrorist attack election night. Go look it up. How did that person get into this country? Illegal. Whose policy is that under? Hers. So when Trump was saying an enemy from within, he's talking about the ones that you and Joe Biden let in this country under the policies that y'all have in place right now. Nice try.
Suggesting he would turn the American military on the American people.
He's going to use the military, he said, to deport those folks that you and Joe Biden let in.
Asked that question to the former president today. Harris Faulkner had a town hall, and this is how he responded.
I heard about that. They were saying I was like threatening. I'm not threatening anybody. They're the ones doing the threatening. They do phony investigations. I've been investigated more than Alphonse Capone. He was the greatest gangster. No, it's true. No, but think of it. It's called weaponization of government. It's a terrible thing.
So,
Brett, I'm sorry, and with all due respect, that clip was not what he has been saying about the enemy within that he has repeated when he's speaking about the American people. That's not what you just showed.
He was asked about that specific...
No, that's not what you just showed. In all fairness and respect to you.
That was the question that we asked him.
You didn't show that, and here's the bottom line. He has repeated it.
Let's be real. I'll give her that one. I didn't see that question being asked to him with that answer. I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying I didn't see them ask him, what do you mean by the enemy from within? And in fact, if y'all would just hang out for me for a while here, let's see what it says about that Trump enemy within. Let's see.
Well,
how are you going to guard against? What is your reaction? What is your reaction? What are you expecting, Joe Biden?
Well,
how are you?
I'm trying to find that.
We cannot.
I don't know if I'm off y'all, but I'm trying to find that particular clip, and it might be throwing some of y'all off. But I might get back to it. Let's keep rolling right now.
Many times, and you and I both know that, and you and I both know that he has talked about turning the American military on the American people. He has talked about going after people who are engaged in peaceful protest. He has talked about locking people up because they disagree with him. This is a democracy.
No, it's not.
In a democracy, the president of the United States...
It's not a democracy, ladies and gentlemen. It's a republic.
States in the United States of America should be willing to be able to handle criticism without saying he'd lock people up for doing it. And this is what is at stake, which is why you have someone like the former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff saying what Mark Milley has said about Donald Trump being a threat to the United States of America.
Uh-oh. Isn't that what got President Trump shot? I thought we weren't going to be talking like that no more, saying Trump is a threat to democracy. Trump is a threat to democracy. Trump is a threat. He's a threat. No, boy. Look at that side eye right there. She's giving the QA. Go do it again. No, I'm joking, ladies and gentlemen. But here's the thing. Kamala Harris still to this point right now has still yet to answer any of the questions. She still at this point has not shown no accountability to what has been done under her and President Biden's current policy at all. But instead, she deflects and turns your focus on it being about President Trump. Still cannot account and answer the question for why he has gotten a sudden influx of people that look just like me to vote for him and why they are losing a lot of black people, particularly black men, right? She has yet to still answer any of these questions. So this whole thing of trying to make it, I'm coming at him and I'm and I'm blah, 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 blah. See, now by her getting angry, now it makes you focus on the fact like, whoa, look at her. She getting mad. Look at, you forgot about the fact that she still has not answered that question. And that's very, very, very slick of them to do that.
He's quoted in the Bob Woodward book that way, yes. Let me ask you this, Madam Vice President. You call Donald Trump. You call Donald Trump. He's misguided. You say now
he's unstable. He is unstable, Brett.
He's not well. You say he's mentally not stable.
He's not stable.
Let me ask you this. You told many interviewers that Joe Biden was on his game, that ran around circles on his staff. When did you first notice that President Biden's mental faculties appeared diminished?
Joe Biden, I have watched from the Oval Office to the Situation Room. And he has the judgment and the experience to do exactly what he has done in making very important decisions on behalf of the American people.
There were no concerns raised?
Brett, Joe Biden is not on the ballot.
I understand.
And Donald Trump
but
is.
You talked about it.
And Donald Trump
After George Clooney said within a few minutes of talking to President Biden at a fundraiser that he thought this was not the same Joe Biden that we saw on the debate stage.
Donald Trump is on the ballot.
I understand. You met with him at least once a week for 3.5 years. You didn't have any concerns?
I think the American people have a concern about Donald Trump, which is why the people who know him best, including...
I love it. I love it, y'all. Look, I wish I could. I do want to show y'all some more of this, but I do know that at a point like this, I learned from doing a TED Talk that the attention span goes out the window at about 12 some odd minutes, and 15 minutes, definitely people are kind of a little lost on this. Don't worry, this is episode 2 of me covering this. So any other topic that they're going to be talking about, most likely, I will be covering that too. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what y'all think of this. Did you think she answered any questions? And I got to be honest, I told y'all I'm unbiased. I give it to her. They didn't show the question being asked about the whole thing that they was going to ask Donald Trump in regards to him making that statement that she claimed that he made and him responding to that. They didn't show that. Okay, I give her that. But everything else, I still can sit here and say right now, and I'm just, y'all know, I'm being honest. She still has yet to answer any of those questions that he asked. I mean, y'all, my mentees, y'all see this? Y'all see what I'm saying? What's 2 + 2? 4. Kamala, what's 2 + 2? Donald Trump never went. He asked him to do math and algebra. He doesn't even know what y equals mx plus b is. We asking you what's 2 + 2. We're not asking Donald Trump. All I'm saying, that's what you see her doing. Am I wrong? Anyway, y'all, don't forget, let me know what y'all think of this right here in the comment section. And don't forget, the next video that we'll be doing in chronological order will be up here. Things that I do as a variety on this channel will be down here. I am Ty Smith, model Renaissance man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.